Ladies and gentlemen and John Wards, it is Sunday. It is April 12th, 2026. Please hit that thumbs up button. Before we get on a rant that offends you, please hit that thumbs up button right now. Because if there's an evening to offend, it may be tonight. We shall see. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday evening. We are going to talk about a lot of different things, and hopefully, I think we should have enough time to dive back into the tier list. Is that on the agenda tonight, John?
Yes, I will bring it up here, and then when we want it, it will be available.
Very nice. And how are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. I actually did bring a couple beers with me because I realized that that case that was purchased, not one beer was taken from that. It was full.
Huh.
So I figure I gotta drink it.
So do we bought another one or something and didn't even get to it?
Yeah, the flap was up, and I put my hand in to grab something, and it was like toink. I'm like, what? And I opened the flap, and it was just full, unless it got turned. But
I don't know.
I don't think the flap was open on the other side. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I should drink some of these. And today's been a full day because I went over to Joe Lujan's place and we did some shooting. I did some sound for him, and so yeah, today's been a kind of a full day. So I think I deserve a beer.
Well, very nice. Lucky you, sir. I'm happy for you and your beer consumption. We will say hello to everybody in just a moment, but I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. First and foremost, man, we got to talk. You know what? I always forget to do this. I don't even know if I still have this thing in here. Hold on. I should have it, right? Wait a minute. Noise. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, it's time for horror headlines. I keep forgetting to play it, and I forgot where it was. Faces of Death came out this week, or shall I say, Feces of Death, or Faces of the Left, because as Deadpool says in his comment here, heard it's a little woke. A little more than a little, sir. It is disturbingly woke. I recorded this movie pissed me off so much I recorded an out of the theater rant. It's only about 7 minutes long. I don't know if it's going to go full public or I'm just going to share a link maybe with you all or something, but we'll see. If it's going to go full public, I will release it in a few days, but I'm going to want you all to be able to watch it, enjoy it if you would like. So maybe I'll post a link somewhere. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. However, Faces of Death, it's got this big girl, and she's a lesbian. She lives with a gay guy, and the first 30 minutes of the movie is about their lives. It's not about a horror movie. It's about what it's like having a job with a tough boss as a big lesbian. And then we get into the killer, who apparently we also get a rant about how bad the government is and how bad police are and how tough it is to be like a purple-haired rhino or something. So it's tough to get through. And there's very big plot holes, big problems with it. So it's not just me being mad at it because of extremely wokeism. It is a bad movie. There's a semi-decent amount of gore in the third act, but not enough to overcome the issues. I go into all of that stuff, and if you want to see that or hear more on that, it will be on my rant review coming up at some point. Not tonight, though. John, have you seen Feces of Death yet?
No, I really didn't know what the movie was about, but I barely made it through the original Faces of Death. So I don't know if it's a remake or it's just a film of the same title, but because of all the animal cruelty, I never made it past the first movie and have no desire in seeing this. So
well, it's basically a copycat killer, somebody who wants to remake the 1978 version, and it's like, what's going on with that? Is it real? Is it not? You gotta figure it out as you watch. But you're not missing anything. I would say, everybody, save your money. It's not anything that you're going to be excited about when you walk out of the theater. So there is that. And I suck. I didn't even put up the poster. They did have a pretty cool poster. I do like the artwork. In better, much more happier things I am excited about news, Daredevil, which this is not really horror, but it's headline time. Daredevil, this last episode is the highest rated episode in Marvel TV history. It was amazing. I am in love with this season of Daredevil. And John, would you care to tell us where you stand? Last week, you were still not into Daredevil. You weren't really on board. Where are you now after this latest episode?
I liked this episode. I thought that it was good. I really enjoyed the beginning with Bullseye. I thought my whole problem is that I just think the Disney first season is just like a Frankenstein clusterfuck. And it just didn't know what it wanted to do or what it wanted to be. So then when this season came on, I was, just kind of like, I have no faith in this at all. Even though the first two episodes were okay, they were fine. But this one, I think it did turn me. So I am enjoying the show. I will continue with it. I'm looking forward to the Punisher, like TV movie. Yeah.
Very much so. Good. Yes. So yeah, this last episode was great. And to me, I've enjoyed all. This is like what, the fourth episode of the season now. I've enjoyed them all. But the beginning of the season, there was a little bit of picking up the pieces from last season. And there are definitely still, things that happened in the first season that are causing things or are part of what's going on in the second season. But a minor, teeny tiny spoiler / non-spoiler, through 4 episodes, we don't have the Punisher yet. There's been rumors that the Defenders, in some shape or form, will be involved with this season or next season. But we have referenced the Punisher a few times in these episodes. We just haven't got him yet. And I hope we get him, because I love the Punisher. But the trailer for the Punisher, I guess it's an hour-long TV special, they're calling it, that comes out May 12th, I believe. It looks great, man. It really does. And I'm also, as John said, I am excited for that. So that is coming up. Any other thoughts on Daredevil before we move on, John?
No.
Okay, right on. And we're not going to go too heavy into these things right now, because we know not everybody has seen them all, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. Coming up this week on the 17th, The Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy comes out. The trailer, all the news about The Mummy coming had me excited until I saw the trailer, and then I went, I am not excited about this. There's a possibility I will go see it in the theater, but I don't know. John, where are you as of 5 days out from the release of The Mummy? Where are you? Are you thinking you'll see it in theaters or no?
No.
Yeah.
Now, see it at all.
Is that because of the trailer, or have you heard other things?
I think I made it halfway through the trailer, then it just didn't interest me, and I clicked out of it. So yeah, okay. Probably not. And plus, I've just heard nothing but bad things.
Gotcha. The good news is, for moviegoers this week, if you care to go to the theater, There is a much better looking option in normal. This to me looks like what we wanted from Bob Odenkirk in Nobody 2, but this is called normal. Bob Odenkirk plays a sheriff that moves into Arthur Fonzarelli's town. It looks like the Fonz is the mayor here, and there's some weird stuff going on in this town, but a lot of action and violence. And Bob Odenkirk, while we love him as Saul Goodman, Slippin' Jimmy from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, in Normal and Nobody, he looks like an absolute badass. So he's kind of maybe like Liam Neeson, where he's becoming that older action star rather than becoming the action star in his 20s or something. So I am excited. John, have you had a chance to watch the trailer for Normal yet?
I watched the most of it. Visually, it looks pretty cool. So it is one that I will watch. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And it also looks like, oh man, the name of the town just slipped my mind. But
Normal. The town should be just called Normal.
Well, no, it is Normal. But what's the movie about the cop in like North Dakota or wherever they are? It's the name of the town, and they have a TV show named after Fargo. It kind of looks like Fargo meets Nobody, kind of like that. It's also from the producers or creators of John Wick. So if that tells you anything. So that comes out this week. So there is a great option for anybody interested in going to the theater. A movie that I had no idea was coming until I saw it. If there's one good thing that came out of me going to see Faces of Death, the one good thing would be that I got to see the trailer for Over Your Dead Body with Jason Segel and Samara Weaving, who Samara Weaving, we just got a great follow-up to Ready or Not in Ready or Not 2. And now she is playing another badass in Over Your Dead Body. The trailer shows that it looks like maybe Jason and Samara were married, and Jason's character had planned on killing Samara Weaving, and she found out ahead of time and kind of turns the tables on him, and all hell breaks loose. It looks very fun. I am very excited. This comes out on the 24th. So the next 2 weeks in a row, we have great movies coming out. Have you had a chance to see the trailer for this one, John?
It looks a lot like War of the Roses.
Okay, yeah. Maybe a little more violent though.
Violence for today, but yeah, when War of the Roses came out, that was pretty bad back then. I mean, it wasn't bloody bad, but it was they hated each other and tried to kill each other. So it was. I mean, it looks okay. It looks all right. I like Jason. I like both of them.
Yeah, man, Samara is, as far as actors go, probably Bernthal's my number one right now, and for men, and Samara's probably my number one for female actresses. And so to get new stuff, like a bunch of new stuff from them both this year is really awesome for me.
What about Matt Damon? Where did Matt Damon go?
Matt Damon, he made Unsane, bro. He fell off that list a long time ago.
Oh, like, wow.
I love me some Matt Damon, but he fell off my Mount Rushmore of actors because he was part of Unsane. So yeah. But no, love me some Johnny Bernthal. Plus, he's a great dude, and he doesn't trust anybody who takes naps.
Oh, I take naps, so I guess he doesn't trust me. No. When you met him at the convention, was it just a photo? Did you get something signed? What?
I got a picture signed because I already had a Funko Pop signed by him, but I got a picture signed by him.
Oh, what Funko Pop?
A Punisher.
Okay.
And so now I have a Punisher Funko Pop signed by him and a Punisher 8x10. So because I have Charlie Cox on an 8x10 autograph, they're side by side up on the wall up there.
Okay.
So yeah, but he is such a great dude. Got to talk to him for a few minutes and stuff. He's involved in like local theater in the town that he lives in. He's in like a Broadway show recently, plus doing all these things. He is just so active, and you meet him, he is just a great dude. So I like that, you know, he kind of always seems to be the bad guy, but recently, I mean, the Punisher, he's like the anti-hero kind of, you know, even though he's like not a good guy, but we like what he's doing. That and then I forget the other movie that came out recently that was like Netflix or Hulu, where I think he played a cop and there was some bad stuff going on. It was where he was sleeping with the girl and that girl got killed and they thought he did it and he had to kind of prove that he didn't do it. So I like that he's finally getting roles where he's not just the straight bad guy. But anyways, lots of cool stuff going on between Normal, Over Your Dead Body, Daredevil, and then there's the Mummy and Faces of Death, which now Faces of Death, I'm very surprised because it's so woke. I really expected it to have a higher score from these buffoons. They have it at a 68, but as woke as it is, I thought it was going to be a 99. And then the audience has it at a 67. It's not a good movie. And I'm sure if it wasn't woke, they would probably have it scored, talking Faces of Death here. They would probably have it scored like in the 30s, but it checks all of the boxes, every single box. It checks them all.
And it won't make a dime.
Yeah. Before we move on into anything else, let's say hello to everybody, shall we, John?
Sure.
So Deadpool Fanatic, again, what's up? Antonis, what's cracking? Gail, hello to you. Just pick up Salem's Lot on 4K. Very nice. We're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Brentamania, what's cracking? I hope you and John, everyone else are doing well. Hope you guys had a blessed weekend. I had a blessed weekend. John, did you have a blessed weekend?
Sure.
Michael McNally was cracking. Larry, the Batman fan, what's up? And look at this Larry coming through with the $10 super duper chat. And also got to say thank you very much, Larry. In addition to you, Jeff, my main man Keaton. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but Jeff sent $10 PayPal and another $10 PayPal this week. So that's $20. Jeff is always coming through. In addition to that, Jeff sent us boatloads of movies, which I'm starting. I got my little mini John Ward collection over here, stacks of movies that need to be put away. This is my mini John Ward shelf over here. Looks like John's house. There's just stacks of movies everywhere.
Stacks everywhere.
Yes. So good evening to you, Larry and Jeff, and thank you so much for the support.
And now Jeff is part of that stack.
Oh, no, he definitely is. And there's a movie that I'm going to mention here in a little bit that I watched that he sent that I had an amazing time watching. I love this movie. Oh. I think way more than I ever had expected to.
And I guess later on we will be discussing a film that both of us did not like. So we'll go the opposite direction.
Oh, okay. Nice. And Terry, what's cracking? Terry, how you doing in the land? By the land down under? And Elika, what's up, Elika? Yes, we're going to get to the tier list tonight, Elika. We promise. Magnetic Cone, John, you have some good videos on your channel. I've been binge watching.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Deadpool says smash and destroy that thumbs up button, if you would. Everybody, look at this. The legend, Bulleit Blake in the house. Bulleit Blake just did a voyage to the bottom of the barrel with Mr. Master Chaos and Brother Chaos and some broad earlier tonight. And that broad doesn't get recognition on my channel. But we love Bulleit Blake and tuned in for a little bit to listen to him MC and BC on the voyage. So if you're not subscribed, Bulleit's link is down below if you want to check out the latest voyage to the bottom of the barrel. Nightwalker, what's cracking? Nocturno, what up? James, what's cracking? Happy Sunday to you. Wicked Network, what up? And let's see here. Fluffy Gamer says, Faces of Death. Yeah, sounds pretty frightening. It was not. Well, I mean, it depends. If you lean to the right, it was pretty frightening or offensive. Happy Sunday, y'all. House of G fam, what up? We just arrived in Napa. Decent. Here to see director John Waters do a talk for his 80th birthday. Very nice. House of G fam. Cool. House of G fam having a great time tonight. Would you go see John Waters do a talk, John?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of legends, look at this. Robert C. is in the house. What up, Robert C.? How you doing? For me, Bernthal is the best Punisher. I think hands down at this point, he is the best. John, and I mean, if we talk movies, we know Bernthal has yet to do a Punisher movie, but just Punishers in general, where does Bernthal stand? Do you?
He would be my
second.
I like Ray Stevens. I thought he did a great job in Warzone. Yeah.
Okay.
But Bernthal is great. Yeah.
Okay. Respect. Maybe stop watching trailers and go in blind. Well, so the only reason that I went to see Feces of Death today is because I didn't see the trailer. Had I seen the trailer, I might have gone, ooh, because once I saw the girl, the lead actress, I was like, I got to look at her for an hour and 37 minutes. She is a biggin, and her name in real life is Barbie.
No.
For real. Her real name is Barbie. Yeah. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
So it's not anti-Barbie?
Right. She should just go by Babs. She looks more like a Babs. Wicked Network, not much. Just got home from Austin. Decent. Good drink, man. You and Robert C in Austin lately. Let's see. Larry's just back. Had to go use the bathroom. I'm also playing RoboCop Rogue City. Decent. Got it for Christmas. Nice. Larry, I also saw you got a lot of movies lately. And sorry, I'm jumping around in the comments here to get to everybody. Metal Greg, what's cracking?
Hey.
John and I can get on with things here. So I just want to say hello to everybody. Buckaroobos, what up, Christian?
Hey.
So it's second remake of War of the Roses. Yeah. So, what would be another remake? I mean, there's a lot of movies like War of the Roses.
Well, they did.
Was there a real remake of it?
Yeah, it was last year. I think it's just called The Roses.
Oh, you're right. I do remember hearing about that. Yeah. Andrew Bashford, greetings from London, England.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very nice. Nate in the Cosmos. What up, Nate? How you doing? Man, speaking of the Cosmos, I'm very happy to report it's a beautiful sunny day. Storage lockers are flying off the shelves. Everybody's working them. So come on down to what's the name of the storage locker facility? I have forgotten. Is it?
I'm forgetting my own movie. It's the name of one of the guys from Silent Night, Deadly Night is the last name.
Anyhow,
Monty Chapman. Monty Chapman. So Chapman.
Oh, it's like Chapman Storage. That's right. Chapman Storage. That's right.
Yeah.
So, come on down. But anyways, I got on a little tangent there. But speaking of the Cosmos, I'm very happy that the 4 astronauts made it home from their trip around the moon, safely splashed down into the Pacific Ocean yesterday. So we're very happy about that.
That's if the moon even exists. So
correct. Yes.
The moon.
Punisher. What? Yeah. The moon. Yeah.
The moon.
Punisher One Last Kill comes out one day before my birthday. Decent, Robert. Well, hopefully you get to either watch it before your birthday or on your birthday and enjoy it. Very nice. Let's see here. I'm skipping ahead, Larry. I'm sorry. I see you got a lot of comments here. I'm curious which film you like so much. Oh, Jeff, we will talk about it here in a moment, sir. I just watched Those Who Wish Me Dead with John Bernthal and Angelina Jolie. He plays a good guy. That's right. Doesn't he own like a hotel or something in that one? That was good. If that's the one I'm thinking of, that was really good, where he's like a hotel owner, like a little motel owner. That ring a bell for you, John?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, it was a great one. And there's like a bully comes to town. All right. So people are saying The Mummy is gory as hell and similar to Evil Dead. Yeah, I'm on the fence if I'll watch it. Just the trailer does not look good. My first priority will be to see Normal. So here we go. John, we got to continue with some of the news. A couple things that you will be interested in here, I'm sure. Two, not one, but two. I should put up two fingers if I'm going to say two, not one. Two trailers will be dropping tomorrow. Insidious Out of the Further trailer drops tomorrow. So we get a first look at the new Insidious movie coming out in August. I believe it's August. Also, Eli Roth's Ice Cream Man, which does come out August 7th, we'll get a trailer tomorrow as well. So two horror movie trailers dropping tomorrow.
I heard Evil Dead Burns comes out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So maybe three trailers to check out tomorrow.
Maybe. That's the one I'm excited for if it does come out.
Here's some news you'll be excited for, John Ward. Don Mancini is apparently writing a new script for a to be released in the theater Chucky movie that will kind of be a throwback vibe to Bride of Chucky, but it will be connected to the TV show. So I know you and Antonis will be very excited for that.
Yes, I'm still fingers crossed for Chucky in space, but yes, I will be happy. So
fans of Robert Englund may be happy to hear that Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon 2 is in the works, and Robert Englund is going to be back and play a more prominent role in the film. So there you go. Bummer bit of news for me. The 2017 Argentinian film Terrified, not Terrifier, Terrified, by Damien Rugna, who has done some great films. That film is apparently going to be remade, and the writer is going to be Noah Hawley.
Oh no.
Alien Earth bullshit. Don't fuck up a movie I love. Yeah.
They're just hiring the worst writers. I mean,
yep. Hopefully they just take the script and remake it in English, because Terrified is a foreign film. You have to watch either subtitles or you have to watch the dub. I recommend the subtitles. Terrified is an amazing film. And Damien Rugna also did why am I forgetting? It's the movie with the girl with her leg on backwards. When Evil Lurks. In the poster, her leg is like jacked up backwards. He is the writer director of When Evil Lurks and Terrified. I think he's also done something else that was really good. But anyways, he is a great director, great filmmaker, and very much looking forward to anything he does. Not looking forward to somebody else doing his Terrified. I got some birthdays, but I gotta mention this. And we'll deviate really fast, but I'll say something and I'll let John say something if he'd like, and then we'll go away. Eric Swalwell dropped out of the California gubernatorial race today because he's been accused of rape and sexual assault from staffers, and Democrats are calling for him to even resign from Congress. That is pretty huge. He is denied. Remember, Eric Swalwell was the one who got caught farting on camera. He was in the Capitol building. They were interviewing him, and he ripped one. And he is running for governor of California, but now the Democrats are going to have to scramble and find somebody new, or else we might wind up with a Republican governor in California. So, thoughts, John?
California needs a Republican.
It might help.
Governor, mayor, everything to get the streets. My favorite state is California. My favorite city is San Francisco, and Gavin Newsom has destroyed the whole thing. It does not surprise me if the Liberals win. We're going to have all the shit that Canada is doing right now, and which is an absolute nightmare with all these stupid privilege cards and everything that they're doing. And it's going to be horrible. So this whole country should be run by conservatives.
I agree, sir. Mr. Bone says, I love Leslie Vernon. Stoked for part 2. Jeff Keaton says, no point in remaking Terrified. It's just perfect as it is, a true hidden gem. Yes, it and When Evil Lurks are both phenomenal movies. Phenomenal. The only make U.S. remakes because people don't want to read. Yeah. They was posted. I hope they never do a U.S. Train to Busan. I really see. Just from hearing how bad Peninsula is, I still haven't watched Peninsula yet, but Train to Busan's my favorite zombie movie. I got a big poster of it right here. So,
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie. I saw Those Who Wish Me Dead before. I thought that movie was just okay. It wasn't an amazing movie. Those Who Wish Me Dead. I don't know that movie, Larry. Do you know that movie, John? Those Who Wish Me Dead?
Isn't that the John Berthel film?
Oh, you're right.
The way that it's stated is Larry makes it sound like people have wished him dead.
Yeah, no,
there's no commas.
He just didn't capitalize the title. Yeah. So no, you're fine, Larry. We got you. Yeah. Eric farts well. Yes, he is Eric farts well, or
farts bad,
or swallows well.
Oh,
but yeah. I there was something I was going to say. Oh, birthdays. But first, before we do the celebrity birthdays for the week, let's talk. You had a movie. Was it a movie that Jeff sent you that you hated? Is that what you were saying? Or just something you watched that you hated?
No. You and I watched Sorority House.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 movies here of stuff that was watched, and I have 1 Funko Pop that you don't even know about.
Okay. Well, I have a pickup, so hold off on the pickups.
Okay.
But this movie, we talked about it. I showed it when I went through the movies that Jeff had sent me, and I think everybody said it's funny. I would enjoy it. I watched it, and I laughed my fucking ass off, and that is The Night Before. Have you seen this yet, John?
Long time ago, when I was a Rogan fan.
Oh my God. And I'm not a fan of his, but you know, he is so good in this movie. This is so damn funny. Thank you so much for this, Jeff. I will be watching this probably every Christmas.
So you realize who's in that. So you have Black Captain America, the Green Hornet, and Robin.
And Miley Cyrus.
Not a superhero, but okay.
Yeah, no, but it also has Lizzie Kaplan, who was amazing. Another one of your favorites, Mindy Kaling, who you used to love and don't.
I used to have such a crush on her. Not anymore.
The one who steals the show, Michael Shannon.
He's great.
Love Michael Shannon. And in this movie, he is amazing. But so these guys, they go out and party every Christmas Eve. And so Seth Rogen, the chick that plays his wife in the movie, gives him an early Christmas present. And he's like, are you sure you want to do this? You know, and he opens it and it's a box of drugs. And she's like, that's every drug known to mankind. That's like all the drugs. And so as the evening progresses, he starts taking all the drugs. The other guys aren't. They're just like drinking.
Maybe I haven't seen this.
Oh my God. It's so damn funny. So it starts off a little bit slow, but like for the first 10 or 15 minutes only, and then I'm like crying laughing so hard. This was so funny. I absolutely love this movie. And if anybody doesn't own this or hasn't seen it the night before, I highly recommend it. The main character is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie and Seth Rogen are like, 1A and 1B kind of, but it's the three friends going out to party. It's just so good. I'll definitely be watching it every Christmas. It is so funny. So highly recommend that. And just want to say thank you so much to Jeff for sending this. I am so glad this came into my life.
I think Jeff meant to send that to me. Can you mail that out to me tomorrow?
No, not at all, sir. You live about 10 minutes away, maybe less, to a Zia Records, where if you don't own it, which I'd kind of be shocked if you didn't.
I don't.
But if you, okay, well, you can, I'm sure they have one on their shelf there.
I thought I owned it. Maybe I'm thinking of a different film. There's a film that Seth Rogen did around Christmas. I thought it was those guys. And he made a very big deal out of being Jewish. And it was more of like a religious Christmas thing.
He's Jewish and winds up at midnight mass in a Catholic church. It's amazing.
Okay, maybe that is it. Okay. But
they're riding around in a Red Bull limousine. It's amazing.
Okay.
So anyways, rewatch it then if you don't recall. It is amazing. So love it. Oh yeah, Mr. Bones, I like the part where they dance on the giant piano like in Big. Yeah, you're thinking it's gonna go like Big, but then it doesn't. So it's great. It is great. Fluffy Gamer, I am not crying. Are you crying? But man, and the part with Miley Cyrus too was hysterical. I thought that was so funny. So I watched that, and then I watched one that I bought on the MVD sale, and that's Disturbing Behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't remember if I'd ever seen this or not, but I had not. And this is great. I enjoyed the shit out of this. I thought it was more like a vampire or like whatever kind of movie. I didn't really know what it was, but this is so good. And the what's his name? The lead bad guy, is that James Marsden, the older guy that or is it William Sadler? Whoever he is, the guy that plays like the teacher that.
Oh, that'd be William Sadler, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's William Sadler.
He's great in everything he does. And then, obviously, I don't know which one's which, but Katie Holmes. Yeah, I mean, as far as the guys, but Katie Holmes is a phenomenalness as always. And it's very early, very young Katie Holmes, but I was like, man, that one guy, he violated Katie Holmes. He was squeezing all up on her boobie, like really, really squeezing on her boobie. And I was like, man, that is, Tom Cruise would have probably whooped that guy's ass if he was tall enough to reach and punch him in the face.
Oh,
we know Tommy is short.
He's 5'7", but he's 1 foot smaller than me.
Is he? Is he though?
Or 1 inch? 1 inch?
I'm 5'5". I hate to break it to you, John Ward. I'm 5'5".
According to the internet, to the interweb, he is 5'7".
And the internet never lies. It never lies.
That's right. That is correct.
So, Disturbing Behavior. Love that movie. Glad it came into my life as well. So there's that. John, we'll talk about the movie that pissed us. Well, at least pissed me off, and it sounds like it pissed you off as well. But was there anything you watched this week that you enjoyed?
Well, there's two. This is one that you recommended, Five Girls.
Oh, goody. Yeah, what'd you think of that?
I really liked it. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I like that it's a one location. The girls were good looking. We got a little bit of blood in there. Ron Perlman is good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. So nice. It will definitely stay in the collection. 96 minutes, but that's okay. It went along quite quickly.
At the beginning of it, I was a little concerned with Ron Perlman's character. Like I thought he was like low budget movie. He was just going to mail it in, but it was kind of part of the act. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I like how some of the girls kind of dig him because I'm guessing he's like the only guy there, really the only kind of guy there. So they're like, oh, let's go for him. it's they're locked into this school because they're not good kids, and it's kind of like The Craft in a way. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, so I recommend it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then the other one I watched is one that I just purchased.
I gotta applaud that. I'm very happy that you liked that movie because I like it a lot too.
Well, and this one this was a bucket list movie of mine. A whole bunch of movies came out a long time ago when I was younger, and they're now, or over the years, finally coming out. And this one was originally titled on VHS, and it's still in the movie, just not on the cover, Hollywood Meat Cleaver Massacre. And it's a kind of, it was made in like 1974. So I have a feeling, or it came out. So I have a feeling that the director, who's Ed Wood, just under a different name, probably watched Texas Chainsaw and incorporated that into this. And I really think Sam Raimi saw this and put it into The Evil Dead. Christopher Lee is the host for some reason. And I read an article with him. He's at the beginning and the end. And he said that his stuff was shot for a totally different movie. And that they just tacked it on the front to the end. Nice. He's just in a room with like occult stuff. And he's reading these passages, or we're seeing these paintings, like weird monster paintings eating people. And then it goes to the movie, and this teacher insults a student. He embarrasses him. So at night, they kind of doing like a Manson type of thing. They break into his house. They murder his family. He's in a coma. And because he knows all this occult stuff, he's able to send out the spirit to kill the people who, put him into this coma and killed his family. They do it in a variety of different ways. One guy gets killed by a cactus. He goes, because it's the 70s. So he goes out and to the desert, I guess, to take peyote or something, and gets killed by a cactus that keeps doing this on him. And there's other things in it too. And it even says here, Bob Clark, starring Bob Clark. And I just noticed that, and I don't know if that's the same Bob Clark from A Christmas Story and Black Christmas.
But he was the dad in Christmas Story, right?
No, he's the director.
Oh.
Yeah, director of Christmas Story, Black Christmas, Turk 182.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's the same Bob Clark. Well, here it says Robert Clark, so maybe not. The back says Robert, the front says Bob. So, but yeah, this is a whole bunch of movies are finally coming out, and I keep thinking of them from time to time. And when I first saw this on VHS, I thought it was dog shit. I'm like, this is awful. And then I watched it on here, and it's like, shit, this thing looks like it was made yesterday. So it's like it's like they cleaned it all up, and it looks great. So I recommend it.
It's funny the way our feelings for movies change, because I remember as a kid, I loved Saturday the 14th, which we never ever got around to talking about.
That's true.
And then when I saw Saturday the 14th a few years ago, I hated it. I was like, this is the dumbest, most boring movie ever. But then when I rewatched it recently on Saturday the 14th, I loved it again. So I maybe the way our feelings change. But speaking of our thoughts on movies, I forget to do this again. I never play our Looking at Letterboxd intro because we're talking about the movies we watch for the week. John, before we get into the one that we didn't like, which we did a review for your channel. So if anybody wants to hear our in-depth thoughts on it, be sure you're checking out John's channel. And did you release that already?
Well, it comes out Saturday.
It's not on your channel, huh?
No, it's on Indie Film Cafe, Jonathan's channel. So it's reviews after midnight. Yeah. I asked him, do not release it before Sunday so we can promote it and kind of talk about it. And then if people want to see it, it will come out next Saturday. And because Jonathan had to fit it into the rotation. And then they could get a full, over an hour review of us ranting. Yeah,
we do. We talk about it for quite a while. So yeah, there is that. But again, I am on Letterboxd, just OGP. That's all you got to do to find me. Look at there. I give Faces of Death 1 star. The night before, I gave 4 stars. Disturbing Behavior, 4 stars. Blood Pie, aka, do you have it right there? Sorority House. It had 2 different names, maybe even a third different name. If you watch the review that John and I did, I give that a half a star. And then Lights Out, I also watched. Who sent Lights Out to me? Was that Jeff or Gail sent Lights Out to me?
Why do I think you purchased it?
Or did I purchase? Maybe I purchased.
You showed it to me. You asked if I liked it, and I said, yeah.
Okay, so maybe I bought that one then. But I give that 3.5 stars. It was really good. So, so there it is. I have not put Tremors 2 on here. I need to put Tremors 2 on here, which I would give 2.5 stars. But gotta update some things. But there it is. There's my list. John, are you getting more active with your Letterboxd, or you keep forgetting still?
I keep forgetting. What I should do is I should just hit the stars and that's it. I watched Sorority House, go on there and just 1 star and then just get out. So
see, and you can see over here where the little lines are, those are my reviews. Most of the time I don't put reviews. But like Faces of Death, my review says so dumb. That's all it says. So that's that. And then Blood Pie, I spent money to watch this is what that says. But most of the time I don't. But it's for me to recall whether I had seen something or not. So that's that.
No, it's good. A lot of people do that. I think Uwe Boll was on there for a long time. I think he said that he came back. His reviews are brutal. I mean, brutal. Yeah. And they're hilarious, actually. A guy did a whole YouTube video on just his reviews, and they are very funny. So,
yeah. So Jesse, so I gave Lights Out a 3.5 star, which would be a 7 out of 10. But we do everything on a 1 to 5 because that's what's on Letterboxd. And just based on other movies that I like, I can't go down to 3. But I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. The third act definitely saved Lights Out. The first and second act were like, I'm going like, where is this going? Or, like it wasn't impressing me, but I thought they tied it all together nicely at the end. So that's why that's there. But definitely not an 8. It's definitely not, an 8 out of 10.
Man, I'm the one who's drinking.
Did you see the original Tales from the Crypt is being released on Shudder in May? I heard something about that, but I'm not worried because Gail sent me a Blu-ray of it, and I highly enjoyed watching it on Blu-ray. John, so the Sorority House, are we finished with our thoughts on that? We both hated it. It is very poorly made. Well, I think I hated it more than John.
Yeah,
it's very poorly made. To credit them, they do have a good location, the house. They get an ambulance, they get a cop car, but what they do with the house, the ambulance, and the cop car suck. They have money for effects, but their practical effects person apparently has never been to a practical effects school. I'm sure if Miranda's ever seen that, or if she ever watches that, she would fall out of her chair laughing at how bad the effects were.
Yeah, there's a neck cut that is so awful. You can literally see the outline of the prosthetic.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So
I enjoyed it a little bit more than you did. You gave it half a star. I give it 1 star for some of the reasons of what you said. And I do enjoy our psycho who's going around killing everybody, because this is kind of like the roommate or the hand that rocks the cradle type of thing. She does get a flesh suit because there's a costume party, and I did like that. I give them credit for that. Yeah, and the director, of course, gets the hot chick. You know, he's one of the actors in it. But when I was over at Joe's house, Joe's effects person, her name is Tatum, and she's really good. She is Native American. So I said, "Oh, I just watched this movie called Sorority House, and the hot white chick in it is dressed up like an Indian, as they say in the movie." And she started laughing. So, and I'm like, "Oh, would you find that offensive?" And she's like, "Well, no, but it's still funny that you got this white chick dressed up as a Native American, and they're going around going, 'Oh, I'm an Indian.' Oh, and their name is she's Pocahontas, is what they say in that.
Yeah, they call her Pocahontas.
Yeah. So she's like, "Well, I'm like a slutty Pocahontas." Yeah. So there were unintentional laughs, but for the most part, yeah, it's 91 minutes. Could have been 80. Yeah, not great. Yeah, listen to our review. Yeah. Some of the girls are pretty hot, but
no, there's one girl that's kind of hot. There's another one that's okay, and then there's some ugly chicks. But I wouldn't even bother with it. Yeah. That is the second movie I have done something, and we won't say anything. Don't spoil anything, John. Make them watch the review on a little after dark. There you go. But that is the second movie that I have done something to. The other one was Unsane. So if you remember what I did to my copy of Unsane, watch the review for the sequel to that insanity that I went through there. Jesse says, do you give out 5 out of 5s commonly? No. So let me pull back up this real quick. So I sorted these by the 5s. So I gave Miracle on 34th Street, the original Red Dawn, Weapons, Nobody, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Ballerina, Frontier, which I know a lot of people don't like. I love The Accountant, Conjuring, Warfare. But there's a lot that I've given 5 out of 5s, huh? Lord of Illusion, Hidden, Shining, Jackie Brown, Scream. I think most of these movies, huh?
Are you being paid off?
Yeah. Most of these movies are like Pearl. I gave 5 out of 5. So I don't know how many does it sort by, but the vast majorities of movies never got a 5-star from me. So, and here's maybe like The House is October Bill. I'm a little biased on. I know it probably doesn't deserve a 5, but I love it. But like, yeah, I Saw the Devil, Full Metal Jacket, Silence of the Lambs. So I think most of the movies that I give 5 stars to like really deserve it. But I don't regularly give out 5 out of 5s. In fact, it's been quite a while. My last, I think like 50 movies that I've watched, I have not given out 1 5-star. So, just wanted to throw that out there. So are we done talking about movies? Did you have any other movies you watched that we needed to address right now?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay. Yeah. Well then, I should really get a happy birthday song. We don't have a happy birthday song to talk about happy birthdays. So, we'll just go.
I don't know shit about fuck. How dare you?
Ugh. We'll just go with the trifecta right there.
That's for
what's that?
That's for birthdays.
That's for birthdays, yeah.
So I don't know shit about fuck. How dare you? And ew, brother, ew. So I don't know shit about fuck, so I don't know about their birthdays. How dare you have a birthday?
Get older.
And ew, brother, ew, because you're so old.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
And speaking of old people, Ed O'Neill turns 80 years old today.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Andy Garcia, Ocean's 11 stuff, turns 70 years old today.
Oh, Andy. I was thinking Jerry Garcia.
Oh no, dead, right?
Yeah.
Very dead. Double entendre. Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy and many other things turned 46 a couple days ago. David Harbour, who John loves, turned 51 on the 10th. Steven Seagal turned 74 on the 10th. It's amazing. He
does
still
it
has those
nonetheless.
great karate moves, right?
And that beautiful black hair that's definitely not dyed.
Yeah, no. Michael Pitt, who was phenomenal in Boardwalk Empire. He was great in the Hannibal TV show. Michael Pitt turned 45 on the 10th. John, on the 9th, 3 days ago, Ellie Fanning had a birthday. How old would you guess Ellie Fanning is?
30.
28. Very close. Here's one that I found kind of interesting. I don't know what I thought, but on that same day, 3 days ago, Kristen Stewart had a birthday. How old do you think Kristen Breaking Dawn or whatever the fuck that's called?
Twilight. I think that she is sexy.
Agreed.
That is how old she is. She's sexy.
Okay. She is 30 sexy. 36.
Okay.
Dennis Quaid is double her age at 72 years old.
Oh, I was going to say sexy also, but.
Oh, yeah. As speaking of sexy, on the 8th, Patricia Arquette joined, I believe, you at 58 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm glad to see that I'm not as big of a nut job as she is, but okay.
I thought she was a little older than that. I had her pegged for.
I would have thought so, at least like 60. I didn't think that she's the same age as me.
And Dean Norris, Uncle Hank from Breaking Bad, turned 63 on the 8th. So some notable birthdays there I thought we would share before we dive into the good old tier list. Oh, no, we
have one
apparently
I have a serious Blu-ray addiction.
Mine. You're gonna be quicker than that.
I'm serious. I'm actually gonna catch him all.
Oh, what's in the box?
No,
Well, that's an addiction, man.
I never said that.
I never knew you were a pickup man.
We're right now at the Blockbuster video store.
Not many pickups this week. Not many, but some. John, you said you have a Funko Pop that I'm not even aware of.
Yeah.
I have one pickup as well. Do you want to go first or shall I? I've been talking all night. You want to go first or what?
No, I would like to go last. Yeah, I'm very proud of this one.
Okay. All right. Your choice then. I walked through the good old Wally World and I saw this sitting there and it got into my shopping cart, my basket, my buggy, if you will, faster than you could imagine. Pardon the burps. The Diet Coke burps are on point today. I saw this and I was not leaving without it, and that is the 4K of The Housemaid.
Oh, okay.
Love this movie. I thought it was great. Had to have it on 4K. And I thought about going to Blu-ray, and then I remembered the movie and I went, no, I want that on 4K.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So there it is. So The Housemaid, I didn't even realize it was out yet, but of course, Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, and Brandon Sklenar. But man, what a great movie this was. If you guys haven't seen this yet, highly recommend checking out The Housemaid when you get a chance. So good. Came with the digital copy. I already put it on my Fandango at home, but I got the Blu-ray and the 4K right there. No other fun stuff with it, but I don't care. I'm thrilled to own this, and it will go up whenever I put the rest of these away. And
that's one that I will own too.
That is all I have in the way of pickups this week.
You know, it's funny is Paul Feig, who directed Ghostbusters 2016, you know, the chick version of Ghostbusters. He was just interviewed, and he called his dilemma with Ghostbusters 2016 as the same thing as the Sydney Sweeney, American Eagle ads. Like,
oh,
no,
yeah,
they're not at all the same. And he's like, well, yeah, well, the same people who criticize Ghostbusters are the same people that, criticize Sydney Sweeney. No,
Yeah, no.
No, they're not, you idiots. Stuff. These people who made that movie cannot, what are we, 10 years ago? Still can't get over that it sucks.
Nope.
They just can't. They won't leave it alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, was it the worst movie of all time?
Yes.
No. It's pretty bad, but I mean, is it but like they need to get over themselves. It's just a movie, like it's just a movie. Move on, talk about something else. If you don't like it, just like forget about it.
Well, they were insulted that it was not included in the Ghostbusters collection. It was completely left out by Sony. And there was so much bitching from the actors and stuff that they gave a digital piece of paper.
Oh God.
So they didn't even do a disc. They're like, well, here, we'll put in a digital thing.
But if I bought the Ghostbusters collection, I would not want to watch, and nor would I not include that in my, like, if I was going to binge the entire franchise, I wouldn't go to that one. No. I would skip right over it. So I don't blame him. Nightwalker, Sydney in 4K is a must.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And James Gunn's now talking Wonder Woman. And I don't know if this was real or not, but a picture came up and it's a black woman in a Wonder Woman suit. So I don't know if that's true or not. Idiot, get Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah, she'd be a great Wonder Woman.
She would look like Linda Carter.
Yeah.
What do you get her? What are you talking about?
Let's not be dumb. Let's not be James dumb. Let's be James Gunn and do some good stuff.
Yeah.
Jeff says Housemaid is pretty cheap to rent or buy on Amazon right now. Well, there you go. If anybody wants to watch it, you know what to do. Housemaid.
What happened?
I thought you said what film? This movie is pretty cheap to rent.
Oh no, I said good film.
Oh, I thought you said what film? I'm sorry, my bad. Fluffy says Angry Ada Merger Hornets is a A tier all the way. Yeah, no.
It's right up there with Ghostbusters 2016.
Larry wanted to know if I've ever watched Red with Bruce Willis. I have. John, I think you are a fan of Red, are you not?
Red and Red too. Yeah, I like them both.
Morgan Freeman's in Red, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And some old broad.
Like Vanessa Redgrave, I think it is, or somebody of that caliber is in there.
Yeah. Should we dive into a tier list, or do we got anything else to talk about?
We still have my
your Funko Pop. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got on.
So
okay.
Explain. Right. So I have another one coming in the mail, which will hopefully be for next week, which I'm also very proud of. These were not expensive at all. The one next week was only like $53, and this one was like $42. But I had to get it.
53 for a Funko Pop is expensive, sir.
Not if they're autographed.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
And they got the COAs. I mean, for the Martin.
No, Lawrence, for an autographed Funko, 53 is not bad.
No. So, and this does have the COA on it. It's got a card and the sticker. I happened to look. Did Dakota Johnson ever sign anything for Madam Web?
Did she? Apparently she did. Look at that. You're glared. Tilt up slightly or down. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that. We like Dakota Johnson. Yeah.
So that means that she's pretty cool with the movie. That this is one of the girls. So one of the three girls that we see in the flashbacks, that's one of them, but so it's not her, but it is, connected to Madam Web. So yeah, so that
is this
her.
Now, is this going to sit with your hate purchases?
No. Madam Web would never be in a hate purchase. Never.
Okay.
Never. But it is, and it's got its little sticker right there. So it is nice. Authentic. And so I was very, very excited about this Amazon exclusive. And
you're going to get me back watching the live auctions and buying more shit, you bastard. I uninstalled the app and I don't even remember on whatnot. And I quit watching the auctions because I just would buy too much stuff. And something like that, man, you're going to get me going again, you bastard.
And it's all, well, the other one, I'll give you a hint. It is somebody who's canceled. And I'm like, I wonder if that person has signed anything. Because if they're not working, if nobody's hiring them really for anything, then I want something with their signature on it.
Well, if she's going to be in an MMA fight next month, that would be a pretty cool one to have.
Who's that?
A little old girl who was canceled from Star Wars.
Oh, no. It's not Gina Carano. It's not her.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she got screwed, that's for sure. So
yeah,
I'm very proud of this. It already has its plastic case around it.
Nice.
The only thing that bugged me was it came without the plastic, so it was just the Funko Pop itself. And I'm cutting it open with a blade, not realizing there's nothing on the front.
Sir, you are an amateur autograph collector, sir. What are you doing cutting anything open with a blade?
Because I'm
if you want to be a professional autograph collector, you do not put blades to your autographs, sir.
What do you put?
Fingers. You are careful. You got to be very careful. Yeah, that one right there. That one. Yeah, you just cut it right open. You cut it right on open. That is a very nice addition to your collection, sir.
Thank you.
You are welcome for the autograph addiction that you now have, sir.
It's slowly coming to.
You're gonna hate me one day because of it, because you never had autographs until your Terrifier stuff.
That was I have not done autographs for 20 years, 30 years, something like that. And then all of a sudden, yeah, it was, like I would do like the low budget guys because I would work with them.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be like, okay,
but nothing you had to buy,
but nothing of this caliber at all. No. Yeah. So I do blame you for this. And I blame eBay for having that way of doing, monthly payments.
Yeah. I'm not a big eBay guy. I just, I mean, if there's something I need, if they don't have it on Amazon, then I'll go to eBay. But yeah, you could get in trouble on eBay. I also believe Helen Mirren is in both Red 1 and 2, and that's right.
That's
She's
what
the
I'm thinking of.
That I was
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So that's a very nice addition to your collection. Where are you going to put it? What shelf is it going to be on? Right below the poster?
No, because that's when last time you came over, you saw that was just stacked, like out of control, even though it is in some sort of order. I just ordered 2 32-inch shelves from Walmart, so they should be here tomorrow. So I'm going to take down the one that I have all the Michael Bay Funko Pops on, put the 2 there, and then I'm going to take that shelf, move it someplace else, and that's where I'll put like this type of stuff.
Are they just standard shelves, or are they the Funko Pop shelves like I have?
Standard shelves.
You're going to regret that, because the shelf is going to stick out so far and you won't be able to see your Funko Pop.
You just move
unless it's a low shelf. Okay. Or you get shelves like those that are designed for Funko Pops.
I looked at a variety of different. I did actually type into eBay Funko Pop shelves, and I did not like what they had. So I have
to eBay. Go to Walmart.
Well, I went to Walmart for the shelves that I have. I have to watch out for
see where my Funkos
posters
are up there?
And things. I do.
And I even ran a light across the front of them so they light up.
Well, maybe at some point I can do that, but it will have to be more up towards the ceiling, like you have them, because I have to watch out with posters, because I do have a Michael Bay signed poster coming that's already has a place with just an empty frame. And
am I in focus? How's my focus?
You're out of focus. I feel like I have diabetes. Because every picture that I put up takes away from shelves. So
yeah. Yep. Oh no, and that's where mine are kind of strategically placed, like above door frames, things like that. So
there we go.
You open your beer like I open my can of Diet Coke in the theater. I don't want nobody to hear that I brought in a can of Diet Coke. even though you could purchase a monster up front. And so you hear the click pops all throughout the film. And I'll tell you, you know what? Another thing that ruined the movie for me today, I sit down, and when I bought my ticket, there was a group of people in the row in front of me that had tickets. They sat down and they were a little noisy. Once the movie started, they were quiet. It was fine. People behind me who had to faces of death taken a couple what looked like 5 and 6 year old kids. This Mexican family. What the fuck are we doing taking little kids? And why did the theater not tell those people, hey, fuck off? You're not taking those kids in.
They can't. I did that when I saw I think it was the remake for Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Is I went out and complained because it was a Mexican family behind me and they had 2 or 3 kids with them. And I walked out and I'm just like, dude, come on, this is an R-rated zombie movie. People are being ripped apart. And they're like, there's nothing we could do. If they want to pay for the kids, they can take them in. There's nothing we can do.
Well, and these fuckheads behind me with their little kids decided they were going to buy their kids nachos. And what do the nachos come in? Little clear bags that they have to open. Well, these fuck faces decided not to have the kids dump the nachos out into the tray, but let the kids stick their hand in the bag every fucking time they wanted another chip. So every 2 minutes, I'm hearing, so I turned around and glared at the father, and then the crinkling kind of slowed.
And then he just looked at you and went, see.
Yeah. About 20 minutes into the movie, this guy comes in, and I'll let you imagine what he looked like. There's 2 entrances to the theater. You could come in from the right or the left. He comes in on my side, even though his seat was all the way at the other side, and has to walk right by me. Doesn't say, excuse me. He just goes like this and points like his seat's over there. I'm like, go then, dick. He walks by, he sits down. He has popcorn, soda, all this fucking candy, everything, making all this noise. And every time he would take a bite of his popcorn, I heard cop, 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 cop from halfway across the theater. I had to hear him open. I had to hear him every time he would pick up his drink, swishing around the ice. And, he couldn't set it down nicely. When he sat the cup down every time, it's like, you're hearing it. And then he was looking for something. In the middle of the fucking movie, he turns on the flashlight on his cell phone to start looking around. I just looked over at him. I was like, are you trying to pick a fight? Are you trying to get me to come over and just beat the living shit out of you? What are we doing here? Where's our movie ethics? I mean, it's one thing to kind of, be a little noisy or whatever and not be aware like you're a fucking pig and you chew with your mouth open. It's another thing to turn on your flashlight in the fucking movie. Oh, I was pissed at this guy.
That's why when I was at Joe's and they asked me, have you seen this movie? Have you seen that movie? I'm like, no, I'll watch it on streaming. And they're like, well, why? Why don't you go to the theater? I'm like, I want theaters to close. I don't like theaters. They're fucking annoying. I'll just watch it on streaming. And they were like, oh my God, how dare you? And it's like, they're friggin' annoying. Everybody in there is annoying.
Slackwolf still loves Alexandra Daddario's boobs. And
as you should.
Yeah. His name wasn't Mark Botsford, was it? I don't, Metal Greg, I'm not sure what we're talking about, unless you're talking about the asshole that was in my theater, and I don't know his name, but man, I love going to the theater. I like seeing movies when they're new on a big screen and smelling the popcorn, having some popcorn sometimes. I don't like other people at the theater. And that's one of the nice things about the theater I go to. It's not usually that busy. So Nocturnal banned John. You banned John for wanting theaters to close. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
They're going to close anyways. Might as well just do it now.
Yeah. No, the ethics have gone away a long time ago. Yeah. I have an ex-friend that does all those pet peeves in the movie. I know it pisses me off. No, if you order food or if you have anything that's going to make noise, open it before the movie starts. You know, and if you're eating nachos in a movie theater, I got 2 words for you. Fuck you. Nachos are not movie theater food. Nachos are crunchy and noisy. If you find yourself eating nachos in a theater, you're an asshole. That's it.
Do you know why the nachos are the way that they are now?
Well, so you don't have to heat them up and the chips stay fresh and everything.
Not necessarily. So when I was an usher way back in the day, the cheese came in a giant vat, and you would have to make the cheese, and you did the big spoon in there. You would have to take the nachos out of the bag and stack them on, the little tray, and then you would have a cup and you would pour the cheese in the cup.
Yeah.
What we used to do, and as I'm sure many places did because we're little assholes, we would spit in it.
Yeah. Be
or
careful
grab,
who you tell, because you could go to jail for that. People get arrested for that stuff.
Or grab little stuff off the floor, and So that's
well, no, yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of places that have changed their ways. Was that why, or was that the concern? Maybe part of it or whatever, but it's all about efficiency and saving money. And the chips, at the end of the day, if they've been sitting out all day, they're not going to be good the next day. So either your customers are going to be upset they have stale chips, or you're going to be throwing away chips. So this way, at least the chips are fresh, but they give you a tray and then a cup of nacho cheese. So, and they have the little pump. You pump the nacho cheese into the cup, set at the end of the tray. And then when you get your chips, you pour them out into the tray. So you pick one up at a time, not this asshole, and the kids behind me. So
well, if the little kids are spazzes,
yeah,
probably pour them out and get them all over the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. The kids were quiet. They just they ate like farm animals.
We also used to take the hot dogs and roll them on the floor. And then you'd put those in the very back. So if you had
how old were you when you were doing this?
20.
Shame on you, John Ward.
You took that hot dog and you stuck it in the back of the machine. So if you had an asshole customer come up who wanted a hot dog, you got the one way in the back. And then that's what
this is why you're an atheist. You're an atheist because you hope you're not going to hell. You hope you don't have to answer to Jesus. Jesus is going to be like, John, so we got
Jesus is the one who taught me it. He talked to me. He goes, "Oh, John, when I was an usher," and he told me these things. And so
Jesus was an usher.
Followed in the footsteps of our Lord. Yeah.
I don't know about that, John Ward. I don't know about that.
He was the one he was my trainer.
Yeah. You're going to have some answering to do when you get to the pearly gates, sir. So, So end of movie theater etiquette rant. Let's look at our tier list and see where we are. Do you have it all pulled up and ready to go?
Yeah, I just have to share
the list, sir. Share said list. John nutted in your nacho cheese. I'm sure he did.
It's very possible.
John, did you ever nut in nacho cheese, John?
No.
Good, thank you.
I do know this guy who worked at 7-Eleven way back in the day, and he used to piss in the Slurpee machines.
John Ward, do you also torture small animals?
We could skip that one.
Jeff wants to. Well, he's saying you do bad things. So do you also,
So rolling a hot dog on the ground is the equivalent of like killing a cat.
I don't know that it's equivalent, but if
it's pretty extreme.
You do bad things. It's like where?
No, doing bad things to people is one thing. Doing bad things to animals is a whole other thing. Animals are better than people.
This is true. Went to a film festival this weekend. Nice. An indie film fest, Christian, or what type of film festival? Oh, wait, John, that's really the reason why we didn't get an end of a comment or something. Let's see here. Saw a feature made in Sacramento called Getaway. Nice. like an indie flick. Here we go. Look at this. Hey, John, are you able to eliminate some of the sides on this screen at all to make the pictures bigger? You know, like if you, oh, look at that. Oh, what did you do right there? Bring that back.
Why?
It just looked really good. Whatever you just did.
No, I made the screen smaller. I'm trying to get rid of the sides.
No, for a second there, it was so big.
That's what he said.
Yeah. For just a second.
I don't think so. No, because I did this.
Perfect.
No, that's not perfect.
We see all of them so big now. It takes
yes, and we see what I have on my computer.
Oh, do you do that? Do it again real quick. I didn't see what you had on your computer. Are you share? I don't see anything on your computer at all. All I see is S and then the movies, and A and the movies.
Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. All right. Well, if that works,
are you able to function like this?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. This is perfect. We can see them so much bigger to kind of tell what the pictures are instead of being so small.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. No, because you're sharing this screen only, not your entire screen. You're just sharing this window.
Got it.
So so you have like 15 more we're going to talk about.
Yeah. Can I get rid of that?
And are we ready? I know it'll probably pop back up, but if you can get rid of it for a little bit, that's cool. Slack says, oh wait, John, that's really the reason why the cheese comes closed. And John, I love your comment. Animals are better than people, 100%. He likes you more now.
I mean, I have no proof of that, but I just know that a lot of young dumb people used to do shit like that and just to be stupid. So, well, as I'm sure at some point, that was under consideration.
So nacho cheese and stuff used to, way back in the day, Fluffy and I worked, our first job we ever had was Taco Bell. Nacho cheese would come in round metal cans. You had to cut the lid off, pour the cheese into the pan, heat it up. Well, all that cheese would get crunchy on the side of the pan. The cheese now comes in plastic bags where you cut the top off and you get all the cheese. There's no waste. So it's easier to heat and all that stuff. So it's just progress as a civilization, I think. And we are passionate about our nacho cheese. So we take a lot of effort into ensuring the quality and my brain froze there for a minute.
Okay.
But not having our cheese violated. So should we do a recap, you think, on where we are right now, or should we just dive right into the new ones?
Well, is there anything that we're looking at here? So,
I don't think we want to debate any places right now. I think we wanted to finish on it before doing any of that. But if there's a lot to read through, if you wanted to read them all, or if you just want to dive into the new ones, we can go straight into that.
Well, I could quickly go through them because we're starting this early, which is good. So,
sure.
S tier is stupendous, superior. It's the best that you can get. So that has, and now for new people, this is franchises, not the individual movies, the franchise itself. So,
and also some of these I don't agree on. Some of these John doesn't agree on, but we have negotiated and bargained some of these. So there may be some that you might feel would be different, but we have taken consideration a lot of your input as well on this. So there's that. So, okay. Sorry, John, go ahead.
Okay. So what we got here, so in S, we do have the Conjuring universe, Scream, the I'll say Hannibal, the Hannibal series, the George Romero Night of Living Dead series. So just his stuff, Night of Living Dead through Survival, basically. The Universal monster movies, the Chucky franchise, Saw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hammer movies from like 50s, 60s, and 70s, and then the X trilogy. So those are all S tier.
Nice.
Okay. A. So now we're kind of working like a report card. So A would be, and I'm just not going to say franchise and stuff anymore. I'm just going to say what it is. So Friday the 13th, Insidious, It, which includes all It, like the TV series, all that. Nightmare on Elm Street, Evil Dead, Psycho, Jaws, Halloween, Gremlins, Creep Show, Resident Evil. This is continuing A. Phantasm, Exorcist, Sinister, The Shining. That also includes TV stuff and all that. The Black Phone. What is
Down the Dreaded Sundown?
Down the Dreaded Sundown. Blade, Wolf Creek, the Tales from the Crypt movies, not the TV show, but the movies, the 3 movies that came out. And then From Dusk Till Dawn.
There are 2 or 3 in that A category that when we're all done and we've gotten all the franchises on here that we can think of at some point down the road, we will be kind of re-talking or hashing these out to see if we're going to make any changes. But there are a couple in there that I would be willing to lower. So that's interesting. Yeah. I would love to go back and rehear our conversations on some of those. So it'll be fun when we do get to that point when we're all done.
Okay. So that's A. B, The Descent, Paranormal Activity, Poltergeist, The Omen, The Purge, Blair Witch, Final Destination, Terrifier, Jeepers Creepers, Candyman, Hellraiser, The Hills Have Eyes, Hostel, the Rob Zombie trilogy with the Firefly family, Lost Boys, Black Christmas, Basket Case, the Fulci zombie movies, so basically zombie 1 through 5, Reanimator, the entire Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. That's Maniac Cop, Night of the Demons, Stir of Echoes, House on Haunted Hill, and Subspecies.
Okay.
So that's B. C, Tremors, Return of the Living Dead. So that's anything that's not Romero. So basically Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead 2, 3, all that. Prom Night, Children of the Corn, Carrie. This is one that I would be interested because the Strangers, I've seen parts 1 and 2 in chapter 1. I have not seen chapter 2 and 3, which I've heard are awful. So
yeah,
I don't think that they'd probably. I'm thinking with maybe the other 2 films, it might actually go to a D, but
maybe yeah.
The Ring, Amityville Horror, I Spit on Your Grave, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Wrong Turn, Sleepaway Camp, Urban Legend, Pumpkinhead, 28 Days Later, Fright Night, Ghoulies, Hatchet, House, Night of the Living Dead. So these are remakes of the George Romero films or add-ons to the George Romero movies, like Children of the Living Dead, stuff like that. Leprechaun, Fright Night, The Grudge, Joyride, Wreck or REC, the Houses That October Built, Smile, Pet Sematary, The Prophecy, the films with Christopher Walken, Cabin Fever, Mirrors, Salem's Lot, so that's movies and TV movies, and Critters, and then the last one for C is The Human Centipede. And then for D, Puppet Master, Sharknado, Silent Hill, Howling. And the way that we do this is, even though The Howling, the first film, is excellent, unfortunately, the bad sequels bring it down.
100%.
Yeah, so that is why it's at a D. The first film is an A. but everything else it brings it down.
Garbage.
So, and then April Fool's Day and Psycho Cop. So far, nothing has received an F.
Nice. Well, thank you for that. And see, I think this will be fun because as we've debated these, we haven't had all of the franchise in front of our face. So when we're done, like after a couple more weeks of this, we'll look at all these and go like, how is it that, like Carrie winds up, below, I don't know, something, whatever, but being able to debate with things, looking at us, like looking at all of them, it'll be, I think, a little interesting, a little more, maybe we'll have a different opinion on some things as we fine tune the tier list once we're all done. So if we change anything, who knows, we may go like, no, it's the way we agree on. Mr. Johnny says Chucky should be an A, not an S. I am not the biggest Chucky fan, Mr. Johnny, but John Ward and several other people, including Antonis, love it and believe it's an S, and they like everything. And that's the catch is, like Saw, I like every single Saw movie, so I easily put it an S. There are not many franchises where there's that much to go on that you can say that's an S. It's like for the Ty West X trilogy, you have 3 movies. Okay, it's not, I'm not going to say it's easy to make 3 great movies, but that's a smaller sample size than like 10 Chucky movies or whatever there are, plus the TV show and all that stuff. There's a lot more to go on. So when you like everything and there's that much of it, that's pretty impressive. So that's why.
Well, and it's easier that with X being only 3 movies compared to, let's say, Children of the Corn that has like 12 movies. It's going to bring down more because there's more movies.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And Nocturno, I agree with you. But I've never seen the Resident Evils, but they're video game movies, and I'm just I can't imagine that they belong in the A's.
I would actually put them in S, but
and that is where that was our negotiation. John wanted them S's. But it's funny because I do remember, take it for what you will. Like Matt is a huge Resident Evil fan. But the last couple movies that came out, he was furious with. So it's like, I'm going off of like what I've heard from other people, but I haven't seen them. Maybe someday I'll try and get around to watching them, but I don't know. I don't do well with movies that were based on video games. But again, it's all a negotiation, and there are some definite give and takes in there where I've pushed things higher, and then John agreed if I did that I would, give one for one kind of thing, an eye for an eye. So a lot of negotiations, and we'll revisit the entire list when we have it all done and kind of look at it. So there we are. Thank you for the recap, John.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have no other thoughts on anything that you want to say before we dive in, let's take a look at the first one to be added to the list tonight.
Okay, so our first one is somebody. So what we have to remember is this list is made by all of us.
Yeah.
If you remember, this is 2 weeks ago, something like that. We all threw in suggestions. So these are just as equal with us as they are everybody in the chat. So this is Chud. There were 2 Chud.
Okay.
Movies.
Nice. And so we definitely want your feedback. What do you all think? Where does Chud belong? S, A, S like superior, A, B, C, D, F. There's two Chud movies.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen the second one, but I love the first Chud movie. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but I love it. Have you seen both?
Yes, I enjoyed Chud. Chud 2, Bub the Chud. Not great, but it does have Garrett Graham in it as Bub. So
Okay.
I would probably also say a C because Bud brings down Chud. I could go B because Chud is good, but the second one does bring it down a little bit.
So Sean, Mr. Jami say C. Jeff says B. Elika says C. Logan, I would give feedback, but my comments usually get skipped. Logan, I don't mean to do that. I apologize. If I miss your comments, I really do. Did you comment earlier? Oh, X being S tier is crazy. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, people start commenting and some of the comments get pushed up so quick, I don't see them all. Please accept my apologies. X is a phenomenal. That trilogy is, I will argue that is, you could, there is, if you were going to have an argument of the greatest trilogy in horror movie history, that is in that conversation. It is in that conversation with the best. Even if you just took your favorite franchise, like if John went to Chucky and picked out the 3 best Chucky movies, I would argue that the X franchise, Ty West, has just as good of rights to be there as it does for any franchise. So, and being that there's only 3 and they're all great, that's why it is there. So, so forgive me for missing your comments. It's not intentional, Logan. I said Logwig. I combined your first and last name. Forgive me. Dollar Tree says C, and Ashwagandha says C. I think so. I was gonna say, as much as I love Chud, it's not perfect. So I mean, I don't know if I would even give it an A. I would probably be more like it a B. And if part 2 is going to bring it down, I think based on the scores, I think we go B or go C on that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, it is in C. All right, our next one here is The Hitcher.
Ooh.
There are 3 Hitcher movies. So there's the original, then there is a sequel that has C. Thomas Howell in it, and then there is the remake that came out with Sean Bean.
Yeah.
Where they do the role reversal or the gender type of thing.
Yeah. But the remake is like okay. But the first one is one of the greatest horror movies ever, I think. The original Hitcher is phenomenal.
I've even come to like the remake. I don't think the remake is that bad.
And that's what I'm saying. The remake isn't terrible. Ashwagandha says the remake was bad. It's not great. It's not on the level. Like if I'm going to say the original Hitcher is an A, I'll probably say the remake is like a C. But I don't know. Maybe, is it a guilty pleasure movie, the remake, and it should be a D, or is it really a C?
Produced by Michael Bay, so what can I say? That is true. I love the first one. The second one is, I don't know, man. It's got Jake Busey, and he's got the spirit of Rutger Hauer's character, like it's supposed to be his dad or something. There's all this stuff with airplanes and all of that. So not great. I hated the remake when I first saw it. Rewatched it when I picked it up, and I thought, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, but it's still. If I had the choice between the original and the remake, I'd go original.
100 times, yeah, 100%. So I'd say original, I would give an A. I don't know that I'd give it an S. I'd give it an A. Sequel D, and a remake C. So I'm thinking this franchise is probably B minus, C plus, in that range. I would be okay going with the C, but I feel like Jeff says B, Elika says B, The remake is a S, says Magnetic Cone. Sean says B. Ashwagandha is very healthy for you. Oh, is that like a vitamin thing, ashwagandha?
No, is it that where
Cone
Black
is
Panther
A.
comes from?
That's what I thought, yeah. But all in all, where do you want to put this franchise?
I would do B. I think that's fine because the first one is really good. The second one brings it down a little bit, but I think the remake brings it up just a little bit. So
yeah,
I would say B.
Well,
I think that's fair.
And how good the first one is with its status. If you're gonna go like, well, let's do letter grade A, and A gets a 4, and then D gets a 1, and C gets a 2. And then average it, yeah, it's going to be lower, but almost as good as the first one is. That really deserves like an extra point or two if you're going to, break it down mathematically. So I do feel like B is a very fair score.
Okay. So that then goes up here.
And we should, what we need to know too is after we finish the horror tier list, what do you all want us to do next? Comedy, or sci-fi, or action? John and I have been kind of talking about a little bit what's next after this. We're going to do another tier list. What should the tier list be after this? So if you have thoughts on it, let us know.
Yeah, we also have to think if we're going to do franchises again, or if it's just individual movies.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of obviously American Pie has a bunch of movies, but does Blazing Saddles? No,
and that is a very good point, because yeah, if we're going to do comedies, we definitely want to keep that in consideration, because and especially too, and I know you will see this differently, John, but The Hangover, as far as the comedy goes, it would be an S.
Yes,
but as a franchise, it would be at best a B, because how bad part 2 and 3 were. Even though you disagree, I know, but nobody else on the planet likes it as much as you do.
2 made a lot of money.
Money aside, it's a flat out. Anyways, that's a different conversation for another night. So maybe we'll take your feedback, and then maybe we'll also put up a poll next week or something, and we'll try and figure out what's going to be next. But we definitely love to hear. Magnetic Cone already says comedy, so there you go. There's one vote for sure. So what do we have next?
Okay. The Dentist. There are 2 dentist movies.
Yeah.
First one is better than the second one, I think.
Yeah, but neither are great. I got the box set with the both of them in it right here.
Yeah.
But neither one of them are an A. So I feel like The Dentist feels like it should be a C in the C category.
I agree.
Okay.
Not a lot of people are chiming in on this one, so maybe.
Yeah, no, and Elika says she's never seen it, so there's that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna say C.
It's definitely worth watching. Well,
yeah, especially if you can get them both together.
Yeah.
And
Jeff says strong C. There you go.
Yeah. They're entertaining. They're fun. I mean, it's kind of like what Dr. Giggles type of thing, Okay. The Slumber Party Massacre. There are 3 originals and 1 remake.
And to be completely honest, I've only seen the first, and I love it. I think the first, as much as I love it, I don't know that it's an A. I love it, but I feel like it might even be a B. And I don't know the rest of the franchise. So I will defer. What are viewers? What are our thoughts on Slumber Party Massacre? And John, where are you at with it?
The first one, I think it's an A. The second one, which is the one that's like a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff, the guy with the guitar, I would say that is, because it's still very entertaining, a B. I think the third one, which kind of goes back to the first film, It's kind of a C, even though I used to have a crush on one of the girls in it, and I'm friends with her on Facebook, so that's kind of fun.
Nice.
So B maybe for that one. And the remake is okay. So it's not bad. Roger Corman's thing was he wanted to do a feminist slasher movie. So like the director is a lesbian, the writer is a feminist. And I think that's kind of stuck all the way through this. But what they ended up making was just a typical TNA slasher movie. So it kind of failed. But
the first one was great. I love the first one. But like I said, I as much as I love it, I can love movies like on Letterboxd. I might score it like a 2.5, but still give it a heart because I know it's not a great movie, but I still love it. So, and that's where I'm kind of like at a B with it. Let's see here. Jeff says C because the other two drag it down a bit. Elika says C plus. Metal Greg says A or B. I've only seen the first one, and I give the first one a B. So I would think the franchise would be a C. So I vote C. Metal Greg will say votes at B. Elika votes at C plus, and Jeff votes at C. Where do you want this franchise, John?
I would say C.
Okay.
Yeah. C is okay.
Okay.
All right. Decoys. There were 2 of them.
Decoys. Man, I might have to look up decoys.
They are the aliens are mostly female. We get a fair amount of nudity. One of them, I believe they do attack like a college. But somebody I believe in like from 2 weeks ago said decoys, and so I put it in here. So
okay,
I enjoy the first one better than the second one, but they're both okay.
Okay, I have never seen. I don't think I've seen either, and so IMDb has the first one rated at 4.7, and that's with over 5,000 ratings. So 4.7. And then let's see what others like it. Decoys 2 is rated 4.6. So neither one of them is rated great. But yeah, Decoys. I have no input. I'm going to be. Jeff says C.
I would agree.
Where are you? Okay,
I'd say C.
Okay, then throw it in C. I don't want to the only input I'll put is things that I can reference if I haven't seen them, and so like looking at the scores.
Mimic. There's 3 of them. The first one is by Del Toro.
Yeah, I remember seeing the first one. In fact, for some reason, I had like a screener copy or like a copy that they would play at like a Blockbuster, and it would have like words come across the bottom of the screen saying like for your viewing, pleasure for something. It was like a screener copy that I had of the first one, and I don't think I have that anymore, but I thought the first one was okay, but it's been a very long time, and I've never seen sequels. So, and this, for me, to be completely honest, as we get into the more, and I don't want to call Mimic obscure, but when we're talking mainstream horror franchises, we've already gone through the obvious. So as we go into the more peripheral franchises, there's going to be some that I don't know as much. So fortunately, John has seen a lot more movies than I have, so he'll have some knowledge. But I've only seen the first, and I would probably give it a B for the first one. Let's see. Terry says C. Magneticone says D. Jeff says B. Sean and Terry say C. So Terry again there. So that averages out to a C. what are your thoughts on the franchise? Rather than just a score, I'd like to hear, where are you at with the films like you've been describing?
I love the first one.
Okay.
The second one, but the third one is interesting because it's Rear Window. So it's a kid. He's trapped in his room, like he has a broken leg or something, and he sees a murder, and it ends up being like one of the giant cockroaches. So I enjoyed that one. So A on the first one. The second one brings it down maybe like a C if I'm remembering correctly. But then the third one I enjoyed, so I think it brings it up. So I would say at least a B.
Okay. I am not going to object at all. My only thoughts were what the viewers were saying and the audience score. But the audience score on IMDb it would probably fall into a C category, but if you enjoyed it, it's not what everybody else thinks, it's what we think. So I'm good if you want to put it in the B's. I will not argue with you.
Okay. B. All right. Ouija and Ouija 2, Origin of Evil. Ouija, not very good. Ouija 2 is a prequel by Mike Flanagan, and it is good.
And so we're only talking Ouija and Ouija 2, Origin of Evil?
Yeah.
We're not talking all the knockoffs, A New Beginning, like all the...
No. Those have no connection at all.
Okay, because there's there's a lot of those. The first one from 2014, Ouija, is good. I had not seen that movie. I watched it like not too awful long ago. And I really enjoyed it.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah, the first Ouija. Yeah.
Okay.
It has a bad 4.5 rating on IMDb. Let's see what the second one has. But the first one has Robin Lively, great, Lynn Shay, Olivia Cook. So I mean, nice cast. Not a great score. The second one, Origin of Evil, has a 6.2, a much better score. Directed by Mike Flanagan, who we love, and Henry Thomas. So not all the star-studded name that the first one had. Well, Lulu Wilson's been in a lot of stuff now. But the second one has a much higher rating. I don't know that I've seen the second one, and now I'm like, damn it, I really want to end this video so I could go watch the second one right now. Where are you at with these?
Did not like the first one. Love the second one. So to me, the second one brings up the first one. So I would say A.
Oh wow,
A,
you would
or B, like a high B, a low A.
Okay.
Oh, but look at what everybody's got.
Yeah, C, yeah, C, B, C, and B. Killer Care Bear, what's cracking? Killer Care Bear, how you doing? I would say if you didn't like the first one, what letter grade would you give the second movie?
At least a B.
So if you give the second one a B and you didn't like the first one, I almost feel like, I mean, we could even go to C territory, but I'd say B or C. But our rankings here, 1, 2, 3 C's, 2 B's. If I say B and you say B, then that's 4-3 to B's. So I think maybe we throw it in the B's and give them another shot.
Okay.
And over the next, so everybody has their homework for the next few weeks before we get to maybe a couple weeks and watching some of the franchises that you don't know if you have time, so that way you can have input when we are negotiating the final before we set this in stone, because then that's it and you cannot argue from here to eternity where these movies fall. That will be law.
And I've already found 2 franchises, so
okay, nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now the next one, Rosemary's Baby.
Ooh.
So we have an original movie. Well, we have a book, the original movie, the TV sequel, and then a 2-part miniseries that was on television with the black chick who's in Mission Impossible 2. Thandie Newton, where they took the book for the first one and the second one and made them into a 2-part miniseries.
So I've seen Rosemary's Baby, the original Roman Polanski.
Oh, there's The Room, the one that you recommended. Like, was that apartment number 87 or something?
Apartment 7A.
Yeah, so there's that one too.
Yeah. I don't see, like, on IMDb searching for Rosemary's Baby, I don't see any of the others listed. And well, here's something from 2017 called Rosemary's Baby, but there's really nothing there. That's fake news. Do you know where they called the same thing, or are they something different? Because they don't even have anything related.
No, there's it's something like what happened to Rosemary's Baby, or whatever happened to Rosemary's Baby. And that was the TV movie that came out a few years later. And then we had the miniseries with Thandie Newton, which was a few years ago. And then there was that apartment one, which was the prequel.
Okay, so 1976 television sequel, Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby. Was that any good?
Not
Have you
really.
seen it? Okay.
Yeah, it's
And then the miniseries. Oh, Zoe Saldana.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Oh, I might like to see that now. And Apartment 7A. So Apartment 7A and Rosemary's Baby, the 1968 film, those two, to me, Rosemary's Baby is an S. Apartment 7A, I would give an A. I don't know the other two, but I feel like this is an A franchise for me. Let's see. Jeff says B on the strength of the original. It's hard to associate the original film to what came after. Well, and so I understand. Apartment 7A, because, I mean, here's the thing. You're not going to make a movie like Roman Polanski, and Doctor Strange. You're not going to make a movie like son of a bitch, Clockwork Orange, Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Kubrick. It's going to be, they're going to be different feels to these movies. But Apartment 7A, it feels like it's in the franchise. And to me, it feels like it's in the franchise as much as Dr. Sleep feels like it's part of the Shining franchise. So those two, to me, are easy to say, I'm going to, I want this franchise to be an A. But I don't know about Look What Happened to Rosemary's Baby or the miniseries. So I'm going to say A, but I don't know those two. So then I will defer to you, John. Where are you at?
I have not seen the miniseries, but I have seen the TV movie. I've seen Apartment 7A and, of course, the original. So I kind of have to go along with what everybody's saying here, which is B.
B? Okay.
Yeah.
B, and Elika says B, and Jeff says B. The original is an S all the way. And that's what I agree. The original is an S. B, great. Original keeps it there. Okay. All right, I'm fine with that based on the fact I haven't seen it all. If I had seen Look What Happened and the miniseries and I loved them, I would argue with you, but I haven't. So to shift down from an A to a B, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Now we're getting into the obscure. Hayride.
You know what? And I looked for both of those at Zia Records and I could not find them there. So I have no opinion on those at all. Haven't seen them.
So the first one is not great. It is a hayride at a haunt, and it's a guy going around killing people at this haunt. The second one is Halloween 2, is that he is in the hospital hunting people down. And the sequel is much better than the first one, I think. And it literally takes place like seconds after the original film. For me, because the first one is not great, but I've enjoyed the second one, I could say that these are a low B to a C.
Oh, hey, well, is Hayride to Hell part of the franchise or no?
No, I don't think so. No, it's just Hayride.
That I'm looking at Bill Moseley and Kane Hodder, but
no,
it looks different.
Yeah, this has like a big guy with a pitchfork. He's got like a
I'm seeing him holding a chainsaw in this at the beginning, out in a like cornfield kind of.
Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah, it's very tiny.
So IMDb has the first one at 3.4, and it has the second one at 3.0. These are not very well received movies. Jeff says D. Again, I haven't seen them, either of them, but looking at the first one doesn't have any photos for it at all. It just has a behind the scenes picture of the cast. That is interesting that there's nothing from it at all, because it's free to upload pictures from your film on IMDb. It's free. Elika says D. What do you want to give this franchise, John?
I would say C. I would think C would be better, but if people think it's a D, I could leave it at a D. But I'm thinking
he doesn't
C.
think either were good. I haven't seen either, but based off of what I'm seeing, I am concerned that they would be movies I would not be a big fan of.
It's kind of like, what is that one? Hear No Evil, See No Evil, the one that then
the Kane Hodder stuff, or no, that's just Kane, right?
Well,
or is that not?
No, the one with the wrestler in it, and then the Soka sisters did the second one, and
I think that's isn't that the wrestler? Isn't that Kane?
Oh well, the actor's Kane. Yeah, I'm sorry, I thought you meant the movie was called Kane.
Oh no, the actor.
Yeah, it's like the first one of those is good, but the second one isn't that great. But I would still watch the second one. In this case, I didn't think the first one was great, but I would watch the second one. And so every once in a while you have that, which is why I could probably go C, because I really did enjoy Hayride 2. I just didn't enjoy the first one very much.
Okay. Metal Greg says C. Terry says D. So Jeff, Terry, and Elika say D. Metal Greg says C.
I think we should go with the chat and let them have their D, because they,
I'll try to watch these. I need to get this list from you, so I can write down some of the franchises I have to brush up on before we set in stone once we're all done. But okay, so let's leave that at a D.
Okay. Oh, The Collector.
Oh, yeah. So there's only 2. There should be a third on the way. To me, they are both phenomenal. And the second one may be better than the first, but there's both so damn good. Have you seen them both, John?
Yes.
I'm curious. I want to phone a friend here. So we're definitely going to need everybody's input on these. So the Collector, the first one, has a 6.3 rating. Again, this is an obscure horror movie. So a 6.3 on IMDb is actually a good score. And the second one has a 6.1. The second one, man, fuck, the set design and where they were and everything was so good. For me, I want to throw this in the A category. Let's see. Jeff says the first one was awesome. Elika says A. Magnetic Cone says A. And Jeff is saying B. So I love these 2 movies, both of them, and I personally think it's an A.
Okay, I could go along with that.
No objection from you?
No. I think I like the first one better. The second one is 80 minutes for some reason, and I have a feeling they cut shit out of that. So it doesn't hold up to me as much as the first one. But the first one, I think, is definitely a good movie. Definitely.
So much.
And I can always watch the second one, even with the length of it.
And I think it gets bonus points because fans of these movies really, really want a third one. And we've been getting teased with, is it coming? Is it not? Is it coming? Is it not? Forever. And the fact that we want it is like bonus points. So Terry says both good. A. Slackwell says the Collector to me is the most underrated horror villain of all time, and the second one to me is one of my favorite movies of all time, masterpieces. Well, there you go. Yeah, no, and where is the Collector? Can you see it on my wall up there? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see. Oh, well, it's next to Saw. I got the autograph. Let me zoom in here. Focus. I'm getting monitor screen there. Sorry, trying to focus, struggling. I'm doing this backwards. I'm struggling. Come on, camera. Well, there it is. Oh, so you can kind of see it there. Right next to, there's the 2 Saw posters. Right next to that is the Collector. It's actually the collection poster signed by the killer right there. Love it. So you're welcome for that. And now I'm out of focus again. My bad. So, okay. So, A, huh?
I moved it to A.
All right. Hello.
Oh, God.
Hello, John Ward.
Oh, God. Oh, God, you devil. Oh, God, book 2.
Hello.
Let's
talk movies, John Ward. Hello.
That's frightening. That's frightening. You look like your guy from the Rotten Tomatoes thing.
I do look like my guy. I do. I look like. Good call. Good call there.
All right. So what do we got next? We're rounded the bin here. Okay. I know nothing about these, but this was somebody listed these. I think you know LGP, The Jester. I think there's 2 of them.
I've seen the first one. I've not seen the sequel because I didn't care for the first one, but the first one gets some love. I don't know anything about the second one. I thought it was cheesy. I put this with like the Terrifier movies. You have a great looking villain, and I just have not bought in. Maybe I need to watch it again. I would definitely watch the first one again before going to watch the second one. But let's see. The first one is rated 3.9 out of 10. But the killer, like you see there with the mask, looks great. Matt Servito, who was in The Sopranos, amongst many, many, many other things, is in it. He's great. He's the only name I recognize. The second one is rated 4.9. So the second one has a much better rating, but I think the first one did well and got some money, like Terrifier, where it did so well, they got money to make a better second one. So I probably should do it justice and watch the second one. Elika says A. She loves it, and it was her recommendation to put it on there. Jeff hasn't seen those. Second was better, and the third will be good. Oh, so there's going to be a third. Okay. So maybe this is like the next Terrifier franchise coming that we just don't know about yet. So Elika says A. I don't, based on what I saw from the first one, Ashwagandha says A. Based on my thoughts on the first one and the IMDb scores, I think there's no way I would be comfortable putting it in the A category. I don't even know that I'd be comfortable with a B. Do you have any thoughts, John?
None. I barely knew this thing was made, until like Terrifier 3 or something.
Yeah. It says a malevolent being known as the Jester terrorizes the inhabitants of a small town on Halloween night, including two estranged sisters who must come together to find a way to defeat this evil entity. Rated TV 14. So it's not even rated R. Baba Hill, whose dad sells propane and propane accessories, says B. Terry says C. I kind of feel like C for me, based on my thoughts, I would put this at a D, but it gets a lot of love. So I kind of feel like, well, maybe we should throw it in the C category and try and give it a shot before we finalize this list in a few weeks.
Okay. C. Okay.
I think we put it in C for now. And Elika, your thoughts and everybody's thoughts are in mind for me not to put it at a D, and not to recommend John put it at a D. Because I just did not care for the first one at all. I thought it was just cheesy and just not good. But I promise I will watch them both in the next couple weeks and give you a more firm opinion of it. And okay. I challenge John Ward to watch them both as well.
Okay, moving on.
We can stream them.
Maybe.
The first one is, Tubi, AMC. It's all over the place. So I'm sure the second one probably the same.
Ginger snaps. There are 3 of them.
Ooh. The first one is regarded as like very highly regarded movie.
I think it kind of has the Howling effect. The first one is really good. The second one is very bizarre. And the third one is the prequel that takes place way fucking back when. And they're like the great grandparents or something of them. And it was okay. It was werewolves like a fort. Like they're fighting in a fort.
Yeah. So many people, I've only seen the first one. So many people rate the first one so highly, but I just thought it was okay. Like I didn't love it. Magnetic Cone says snaps a D. Ashwagandha says C. Bobby Hill says C. Elika says C minus. I would give the first movie like a B minus or a C. So I would say at best the franchise should be a C. Where are you, John?
I think the first one is an A. I love that it deals with women issues, that it deals with their period. It deals with, puberty. It deals with, they tackle issues that have never been done in a werewolf movie before. So I definitely give that an A. The second one is very weird. But it's weird. I don't know, maybe in a good way, but it's weird. And then beginning, I barely remember. I don't think it was that great. So overall, what
we have one B, we have one B and one D. Everybody else is saying C. So I think it's going to C.
Yeah, I think C, because the
Okay.
the other ones do bring the first one down. So
Okay. There it is. Lots of C's.
all right, now we're going a little trauma. Toxic Avenger. This is the entire series.
And so I have not seen them all, but I would have such a different opinion of this franchise had I not seen the new. Have you seen the new one yet?
It's funny. You haven't really seen the originals, but the remake, I have not seen the remake, but I've seen all the originals.
The new one is so good. The new one gets an A from me. Maybe not an S, but the new one gets an A. It is fucking phenomenal. The OG, the original one, is good. Everything in between, I don't know squat about. So I don't know. How many are there? Do you know?
Toxie 2, Toxie 3, Toxie 4. I think there's 4 or 5 of the original ones. So it's Toxie Part 2, Toxie 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie, and then Toxie 4, I think, is when he goes to Washington. So maybe there's 4, a total of 4.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 4. Yeah. Yeah, Toxic Avenger 2, Part 3, The Last Temptation, and then Citizen Toxie. And the new one. So the original one, I'll probably give a B. The new one, I give an A, and I don't know about the others. Let's see here. Thoughts on this? Jeff says C overall. What are your thoughts on the original franchise, John?
I really like the first one. I think all the sequels and everything were fine. I followed all of them, including the cartoon and all of that stuff. So I would probably give, but unfortunately, I think it would probably be a high C or low, or a high C or a low B.
So, and this is one of those franchises that even though we might love it, let's just be real and go, it's not great. It's fun, but it's not great. But I mean, the new one is very well done. It's very well done. But I think everybody is at a C at this point, and so I'm okay going.
Except look at Metal Greg there.
Love the original Toxie to 4 is an S. The reboot C. Wow. So Metal Greg is backwards of my thoughts. I love and I mean the reboot is so good, but the cast, oh my God. But I love the reboot. So yeah, I think C. I think it needs to be a C, unless you want to argue somewhere else.
I think that's fine.
Okay. Toxie seems very dated now. Don't know how well it aged, and it's a trauma film. A lot of stuff struggles there. Fluffy says Ginger Snaps is probably good for its time, but holds up for people that have nostalgia to it. Yeah, I don't know, because I only saw it like maybe a couple years ago, the first one, so I don't know. It wasn't for me. It was okay, but didn't blow my socks off. So okay, so Toxie was a C. Yeah. What do we got next?
Got 2 left. Wishmaster. There are 4 of them.
Okay. I don't know squat about Wishmaster. Never seen any of them.
The first one I enjoyed, and then each one kind of gets they don't. The first one is like a combination of like a bunch of horror people, the special effects artists, directors, actors that are all in it. You know, Tony Todd, Robin Englund, everybody's in this thing. And then the sequels after that, and I don't even think, I'm blanking on his name, the guy who plays Wishmaster. I'm not even sure he's in like the last 2 or maybe the last one, but they break their own rules. They're it's like the rules are there only for the convenience of the script. So it's one of those films where it's like the rules are
Andrew Divoff.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does a really good job. But I don't remember how many he's in, and then it just kind of, yeah, I kind of look at it in the same way as I do Pumpkinhead.
5.1 for part 2, 3.6 for part 3, and 4.0 for part 4 on those scores. The original one is 5.9. So yeah, all the 3 sequels are definitely regarded as very weak compared to the original one. So, but that's just me throwing out those where IMDb is at, 100% leaving up to you. You noted to watch the original OGP. It's very good. Okay. Let's see. Nightwalker says D. Terry says C. Metal Greg says strong B for Wishmaster. And is that the whole franchise, Metal Greg, or are you just talking
the first one?
First. And Magneticone, sorry, I don't know if your comment was for the last or for this one here with the A, but I'm guessing Metal Greg is or Magneticone, I'm guessing is saying Wishmaster is an A. Oh no. Metal Greg says strong B. Magnetic Cone is one I'm not sure of.
So
whatever you think, sir.
Yeah, so if you're gonna have in the C's Pumpkinhead, which I think is no different than Wishmaster, then Wishmaster has to go to C.
Sir, I beg to differ, sir. Pumpy is great. Although I'm not going to argue where you want to put Wishmaster because I haven't seen it, but to use Pumpy as a comparison, man, you better be careful because that guy will come in and wreck your shit.
Well, he might or not because he just gets weaker in each movie.
Part 3 and 4 are great. 1, 3, and 4 are great. 2 is like, what happened here?
2 has Amy Dolenz in it, Mickey Dolenz' daughter.
It's I don't know what they were doing there. They went a wrong direction.
So I think there.
Okay.
First one is definitely worth watching.
Okay.
All right, and this is our last one. Witchboard.
All right. Oh. You know what? It's so funny because usually I hate so many of these movies that come out that are reboots or remakes and stuff. But that one I actually enjoyed. It wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. The remake for that. They didn't call it Witchboard, did they? The new one that came out last year?
I think they did. Yeah, I think they did. Because there's Witchboard 2, starring Amy Dolenz, and Witchboard 3, and then there's the remake, but there's also Witch Trap. Same director.
Which is that part of the franchise?
I think it's like unofficially part of it.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I own Witch Trap, and I want to say that I've seen that. 2024. See, that's rated 5.1. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that movie. But it didn't do well. I don't know what it made money wise, but it didn't do so well. 5.1. Yeah. I don't see the budget on here, but it didn't even make $1 million in the theater. Gross worldwide $500,000. So it obviously bombed. But I enjoyed it. I think this is one of those ones that had like a several $1 million budget and only made $500,000. But so I don't know because I don't really know the rest of the franchise, but that one I enjoyed. I think it's underrated, the remake.
Okay,
or so whatever it is.
What does everybody else say?
Have you seen them all, or where are you at with the franchise?
I think I've seen them all, but it was a very long time ago.
Metal Greg says, personally, Witchboard is a B, but overall, I would say C.
That's what I would probably say.
Vegas Wishmaster is my favorite. There's a Vegas Wishmaster?
Just like Leprechaun. Maybe they should have met up.
Oh, God. Okay. So looks like if Sean is saying C, maybe. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd be okay with the C. C's kind of like that. Well, we don't really know. We don't hate it, so maybe it can't be a D. But we don't. Not that we hate everything that's in D's, but they're just surrounded by bullshit. So Jeff is saying C. So I think maybe we lump it into C unless you object.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay. Well, there you go. How about them apples? 2.5 hours into this here video, I think it's just about time to go home. Is it not, John Ward?
I would say so. I have an infected eardrum, so yes. I'm
okay.
only using the I'm not even having it on my ear. It's sitting back.
Yeah. I didn't have any reason to get up early today, but I still woke up at 7 a.m. and I'm like, damn it. I wanted to sleep in, but I could not. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to feel the yawns coming on. So I'm going to put on a movie and I'm going to fall asleep. I know I am, but that's okay. That's okay. It's been fun, sir. It has been fun. And thank you all for joining us. Jeff and Larry, the Batman fan, thank you for the channel support. We really, really appreciate it. And yeah, John, save that puppy. Don't let that thing go. And I guess we will see you all.
Last bounce.
Yes. Okay.
So I finally got in everything. So I'm going to start asking for addresses and things like that to send stuff out to people. So, yeah, it came.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good to know. Yep. So Jeff, yeah, your stuff will be on the way. Very nice. Coolio. All right. Well, John, I hope your ear feels better. We'll see you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys later. Thank you for hanging out with us.